when you first meet people going through something like Dylann has, it's really hard.
Well, it began beginning of September. I got a message to know that like someone was interested in me was a big thing for me. So instantly I was like, hi, or talking to him. And he told me he had just turned 19. I'm like, do you not have an issue with my age? He's like, not if you don't. He seemed really sweet and like he knew what he was doing. I really liked him. And then he took me on a date to his grandparents' cabin, and we went swimming. I got a text from my mom asking what I was doing. I'm like, we might be watching a movie, but maybe not because I'm not wearing my glasses. She told me, don't do anything you don't want to do. You're better than that. I guess he just wanted to lay there. So we did, and he kissed me. I'm like, that's okay. But he kept his hands above my head, and I don't think there was one time where his hands moved other than to hold my hands behind my back. And then it was over. I totally thought it was normal, like feeling disgusted with myself. I didn't want to believe it, for the most part. Everybody I told, like the police, the forensic interviewer, I made sure that they knew that he didn't rape me because I didn't say no.
As a society, we do a really bad job of making victims or survivors feel as though it's not their fault. Like, it's the stereotypical, what was she wearing? Did you ask for it? Why didn't you say no? And that's just not the reality at all. And if you're educated in this area, then you know better, but it was really hard at first.
I think a lot of people feel ashamed, and they shouldn't feel ashamed because what happened to them is not their fault.
I met Dylann, and she brought her whole bag of coloring books and markers, and that was the first interaction we had, was that counseling session, just getting to know her, where she lived, who she was.
Dylann has done therapy before, and when she walked out, because I just waited in my car while she was in that session, and when she walked out, she just had a big smile on her face, which was so relieving to me because I feel like that wasn't the encounter I've experienced in the past with other therapists that she's had. So right from the start, I knew that she was in the right hands.
It was a really cool meeting, I think. It was nice.
I like to get to know them on a personal level. It's like I get to joke with them and be fun with them, but then also have those really hard conversations, just because I think it's not natural just to focus on everything heavy.
She's really good about making people feel comfortable. And you could really tell that she wanted to help people.
Yeah, she's just there. She's a friend. It almost feels like a friend, In this dark time, she's shining that light.
Dylann has had a journey, and it's not over yet. There's a lot of unknowns in this whole process, so it's a lot of anxiety, especially about court hearings, and you just don't know that language, you don't know that world unless you work in it every day.
My mom, the first kind of court hearing, she started crying because all the ladies that were there to support me came out, and she's like, it's like they're all here for us.
They sat just, where they needed to be to block, the view of the predator from seeing us and making us feel safe. I've never experienced anything like that before.
Safe Passage is different because all of our services are free. And so I don't have to worry about coming up with a diagnostic criteria on why I should be seeing people like Dylann, it allows me just to take a natural approach and do 100 sessions if I want to, which is why it's so important that like the community supports us. It gives us free range to really meet people where they are and to support them the way they need to be supported.
Safe Passage is the light in the darkness. They're there to help guide you.
I think Safe Passage has helped me a lot because it's really opened my eyes to how many people like suffer through the same thing as me. I just want someone to get something from my story, like a positive message from where I am now or how far I've gone.